Ready to another episode on the Minecraft Pocket Edition Let's Play. Today we're going to start a new episode the same way we've been starting some of the others lately, and that's with another round of TNT action. Today with the TNT I want to go and get rid of this top section here so we can actually start clearing out and thinking about what the whole overall size of this place is going to be. Flint and steel's almost dead, so we've got to look after it. There's 2 pieces of TNT in there that see the damage that it does. Honestly, that didn't do very much. It blew out a little bit, but oh, no, we don't want to do that. I think the best thing, though, to do to get rid of a bit more of this is to place another block of TNT. Maybe wasting some of this, but I'd rather get this cleared out now. And that's done a much better job, much better. That's now got the hole that we want. And now basically all I have to do now is to dig this little side section out here in the middle. Let's kind of just show you what I've got to dig. So kind of just this main bit here. But we'll save ourselves some time and trouble. And we'll blow it up. Boom. Okay, that's saving us a lot of job and work. Because obviously all this area above here is it's alright at the moment. But the bit that I'm going to clear out now, as you can tell, all the stuff's kind of dropping to the bottom. I'm kind of slowly working my way around with the TNT. Let's do one more TNT for the time being. We'll probably place it in about here. Let's try and clear out as much of this as we can. I think the best place to get out of that range is to jump down and see the difference. That's done quite a bit actually, which means I'll only have to dig out a little bit to clean that up above us. Which, it makes a massive difference when you finished it off though. So let's go up there now and inspect the damage. We're going to need our torches out just in case, and I've got one. So let's go and check in our new mini supply area, which I moved behind this wall, so I could get a good idea of what the stuff I had. Basically, let's just try and find them in the right chest, obviously. So we'll take about 16 up with us. We won't need that many, but we just got to be sure, haven't we, really? And hopefully we can get rid of a little bit more of the ceiling, and we can kind of talk about today where I'm going to start building each of my projects. And I fell off. That's just great. Because what I have in mind next is to get a running source of food going. Because it kind of saves me wasting all the pork chops and the steaks that I have. I'd rather just have a pretty much an infinite supply of bread. Because bread, well, it gives you 3 hearts back. So that's very good. And another key thing about bread, though, is it's easy to make and reproduce. It doesn't have to rely on animals breeding, which we don't have yet, or anything else that's really complicated enough so that it doesn't kind of make sense to do that in the world yet. So let's kind of get rid of some of this weird ceiling we've got going at the moment in this corner. And let's dig the rest of it away. I've kind of fixed up the walls a little bit since last episode because they were slightly annoying and they weren't making any sense why they were all different heights. And so I've kind of gone round and done a uniform 4-high block. Let's just go and check on our work from this corner over here. Let's see what we've done. So you can see a huge difference is that already, just clearing out that bit of the cave which we are creating. So let's dig off this little more of the platform here and kind of dig it back to the level where the wall is. Now let's just check if we're in line. I think we are. Yes, we are. Like so, magic, and we are done. So let's get down there now and pick up all the stuff. Gobble, 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 gobble. And basically, what I'm going to show you now is kind of the little bit of work I've been doing besides that. So that looks much better now that it's been blown out. That is much better. Now we just need another round to clear out that far corner, and we should be fine. Because this far corner won't take too much. It's probably maybe 1 or 2 TNT at the best. Because we only need to really clear out maybe from this point back so it's flush with the wall. Let's just kind of get what I want to clear out. So basically it's this chunk above me. Right there, that chunk there. I want to clear that out. And then basically the main entrance area for TNT wise will be done. Which is kind of the point of what I want to get to. The grass is now growing and it's almost covered the whole entrance, which is great. It's also starting to move into the new area, which I started working on in between the episodes. It's kind of just an intersection at the moment. Not too much there to be seen. And what I want to come up here for is to light the thing up so we don't get any mobs up here, because eventually I want to do something with this area, but I'm not too sure yet. So let's get down now. Use our ladder. Keep taking damage for no reason. Let's just, I'll show you a bit of what I've done. So in here, all I did was continue the archways, because this is why this way, as I said, is going down to the intersection, which is going to be at the bottom. So this way is going to be left for now. This way, straight forward in front of us, is where I'm mostly going to have... I'm kind of still thinking about this, but it's mostly going to be things like farms and stuff. And one of the most important things that I'm going to be building next is the automated wheat farm, which I'm going to expand it a little bit so it can take on more wheat, and so that the water streams will have to be slightly more complicated, but it doesn't matter because we can do it, and it kind of looks a lot neater now that all the walls are at the same height. It goes all the way around to here, and I kind of had to do a bit of digging out to get it to this height, but yeah. So over here is mainly going to be like things like the wheat farm and other little side projects, and on that side over there, it's going to be things like a furnace room, a storage room, and other little things like that. So it's kind of, this is our temporary area here. It's got 2 chests. This chest has got blocks and kind of equipment in. This has got random junk, and this has just kind of valuable stuff. Let's get our food. And as you can tell, I'm now out of food. Nom nom nom. And one more. No, actually, no, we'll save that one just in case we take a little bit more fall damage. So let's just put a torch there to encourage the grass to grow. But yeah, the grass is looking much nicer now that it's replacing all the dirt, and it's giving a nice green feel to it. So hopefully coming up sooner or later I'll be able to go shaft mining, and it's night time, so let's just do a bit of a hop, and that's another heart of damage gone, so we only need 2 more to lose and then we can eat our food. But today, what I wanted to do today, I kind of wanted to talk to you about the future updates, because I've kind of been closely watching the Twitter accounts of the developers of MCPE, Minecraft Pocket Edition, and I've noticed a few little cool things that I might want to share with you. So let's go up onto the world, and we'll do a bit of an exploration. We'll do some more exploring. We've got our equipment. We might go over to the mob spawner and get ourselves some arrows, and then, as you can tell, first thing first that's changed up here, is there a creeper over there? I think I saw a creeper. No, but first things first, though, that you can tell has changed. I've moved the river back 1 block. It's so I can develop about things like bridges and stuff, so we can have walkways in the world up on the surface. So it's not too bad. And also, I kind of want to, despite not having 0.8 yet, I kind of want to work on the rail system and dig that out so we can kind of have a natural access way to over here. It kind of does mean digging a lot of staircases and tunnels, but it's going to have to be done at some point if we want it done in the world. Let's get our bow ready just in case we have a surprise guest. No, we're okay, so let's just fire that away. This is our chest of stuff from the spawner at the moment. Let's just put these in here as well. We're going to take this stack of arrows with us, so we now have a full stack with us. Let's put these feathers away, because they're really useless feathers now that I have the skeletons spawning in there as well. Had a slight issue in there, but it seems to be fixed now, and it seems to be working very efficiently. I also placed a bed down there so I can sleep and increase the mob spawn rates, so that when it hits nighttime and mobs can spawn elsewhere, I'm kind of eliminating that and sleeping as soon as I can. Another thing that I really want to get down there, though, is a way that I can check if it's day or night besides running up to the ladder. It is sort of a pain, but... oh, I was nearly going to jump that then, but let's not. Let's go down here. I also added in this little bit of a river, the Fate River, so we have a bit of another water slide we can follow. Whee! Follow it all the way to the little mini lake that kind of points out where the lake should have started. Really want to get rid of this lava, but it's kind of a natural landscape mark now, and so I don't want to touch it. And as I noticed, I have an ugly little shaft mine here, which I've been using a little bit of the time besides in the cave. That was kind of before the cave over there, the new one. But what I kind of did there is I kind of dug down looking for iron and stuff, and it's kind of stuck with it really, because it's now, down there is level 12, and this cave's not going to get to level 12. So what I want to do is, I kind of want to set up a shaft mine system somewhere in the world so I can go shaft mining and get all the raw green resources, and hopefully we can start doing some more interesting stuff with wool and things like that when I get the resources to do all this. And this is our mini storage areas I've just shown you. Hidden furnace there. It's quite clever actually. I wonder if there's anything in it. No, there isn't. But kind of just doing a bit of a walkabout in the world today, kind of just doing a bit of a talking around, and now I want to talk about the upcoming features for 0.8 and 0.9. 0.8, I've done quite a fair bit on it, and just to recap, it's kind of just bug fixes, 3D clouds, and minecarts, rails, and mineable redstone, but gold and the redstone powered tracks, they will be permanently powered until redstone can be applied into the game. 0.9. 0.9. Well, this seems to be a very, very, very big update for the game. It seems to be one of the ones where it's going to change quite a lot of it, so that's the one that we're going to be looking for. It's probably going to be out in about January or so, which is, it's not too far away, but it's kind of including terrain changes, well, kind of similar ones that we already have in the newer versions of the game, like the computer version and the Xbox version. Kind of more like that. And we're also, Thomas Chechi kind of did a bit of a Twitter post, and he posted that 0.9 Infinite Worlds is now working, except it drains all your power, and so it says that there is hope for Infinite Worlds in 0.9, so fingers crossed for that, because that'll be a massive change to this, which means we'll be able to do much bigger expansion to the world, and hopefully it will give us more incentive to keep going. And the problem with this dirt block is that some of these dirt blocks seem to not want to update with the grass, so occasionally you do have to break a block and replace it with maybe a torch on. I had a similar issue with this block in the corner, and this block in the corner as well, but that one's in the middle, so that one doesn't really make sense why it's there. But one of the few things I want to kind of do today is either I want to have a bit of a look about in these, what's behind these, to see if there's anything there, because when I do this one for the staircase here, it's literally going to be, let's try and get this worked out now. So if I'm coming through here, it's going to be do-do-do-do-do, and that'll be the staircase. Maybe it'll be a little bit further that way, towards the centre of the map. So maybe I'll try and work out where the centre of the map is, and maybe I'll try and get that to put there, and then we can do an intersection to the whole world, basically. This will be the centre of the original map, but hopefully this is about the centre, so maybe let's have a look in here, let's see if we've got anything of interest that we can use, because obviously the stairs are going to go down this way to the intersection, because this is kind of going to link up all the different projects we do in the world together and make them all into one big world. Because obviously this is going to be our main base in the cave, but obviously we can't really just stay here forever, and when we do run out of ideas, we will want to start building small side projects in the world, like things like, e.g., a hidden library somewhere. Also things, I want to get the nether core up very, very soon now though, which does mean I'll have to go looking for gold and diamonds, and obviously iron, because iron supply is very low. But there's not too much to worry about that one for now, because I haven't done any of that yet, and it is a very boring and depressing job to do, and doing shaft mining isn't the most interesting, so I don't really plan to do that as much as the last world, but hopefully I'll try and make it more efficient, so it's not just looking nice, instead it will just be plain old shaft holes, and that block kind of went a bit weird when I tried to dig it. It'll kind of just be plain shafts, it won't be anything really decorated or anything, because I don't really want to go down there too often, and hopefully the cave won't intersect with it at any point, because as you can tell, I've blown this whole area out with TNT, and that takes a lot of TNT. So, most of my time off camera is kind of spent over there at the mob farm, getting TNT together, so that we can do some TNT exploding at the beginning, but that mob farm takes its time, so eventually I will have to expand that to a 5-layered one, so we can work much quicker with our builds and stuff. But yeah, this is kind of more of what I wanted. Let's kind of get back up here. Let's kind of have a look at what we did earlier. But yeah, I kind of want to get rid of that dirt and this little section here, so let's kind of dig it back to that, at least. Or I'll bring it back so we can see where we're going to be working. So roughly to that line there. And hop down our mini water slide. We've got some new coal we can get from the world, which is very useful, and that block seems to be refusing to grow grass. Grow. Oh, no, grow. There we go. Hopefully that should grow, maybe sooner or later, and then this grass is going to slowly work its way into the newest area of the world. And I'm probably going to leave a little bit of a gap for in between, so I can have maybe secret access ways to other parts of the world and stuff, just in case I came across it in a future world where, or further ahead in the updates and stuff, when I'll be able to do other things and I'm kind of running out of space, and maybe if I'm behind here I'll be able to leave a bit of a gap, just in case in the wall, just in case. But let's kind of just work out where this is, because obviously I don't want it to be single wide walls, so we're going to have a 3 wide wall, so let's make it at least one after that hole. So at least the corner point is going to be the one after this hole. Where is the hole? Oh, the hole's perfectly in the middle, which is very good actually. Which means that the post for the wall, if I'm not mistaken, should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It should be another one at least over, and then the wall. So it's take this 2 back further. And we'll do a little bit of expanding in this new area we've got over here. And then I'll be able to go and get some wood and kind of line it out, ready for the grass to grow. And keep it updated, which is kind of what I want to do with it though. And there seems to be a lot of coal at this level. I need to find out what level I'm actually at, because there's a lot of coal on this level and in this area, which is very strange for this world. Because normally, coal is rare, normally, and seems to be finding coal like it's nobody's business. So there was some there was some here, there actually is some right there, some in there, over there, there was somewhere that, what's it called, the stone, there's some there. Yeah, it's everywhere, and I'm going to presume that there's quite a fair bit back this way as well. Obviously, in this world, I kind of want to build every type of farm somewhere in it. So, there we go, that's where it'll be. So that's kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And where the coal is will be the corner point for the entrance. So 1, 2, let's kind of fill this bit in, on this side at least anyway. So we can tell where it's going to be. So it's kind of, oh, and we're breaking into another area, which is quite clever actually. And we're kind of slowly making our way through this whole place. But slow progress is better than no progress, which is a good thing. And I've already placed in blocks in the wrong place. But kind of what I want to finish this episode off by doing is kind of explaining, well, not really explaining, but kind of discussing my plans for my, for the 50th subscriber special. Along with like the 2000th view special. They're all coming up pretty close together, and yeah, I'm really surprised at how quickly some of my videos have actually been popular, because to be honest, when I started this just over 2 months ago, I didn't really expect it to pick up that quickly, and to be honest, I have been very surprised at it, to be honest. And there is a main reason for that though, and that's from support of all you guys out there. I'm actually very grateful for that. I don't mean to just say that as a joke or anything. I actually do mean it, because without you guys that helped me, support me from the very beginning, I wouldn't be where I am today. So this is just a little bit of a thank you going out to everyone out there that's kind of supported me since the very beginning, giving me a little bits of tips and stuff on what I should be doing, kind of that's different to everyone else, and kind of letting me know what I should be doing voice-wise, because when I started, to be honest, my voice kind of fluctuated a little bit in the mic, and so it wasn't very clear, and obviously I was very inexperienced back then a couple of months ago, and now what I kind of want to really kind of think about is how much it's changed over 2 months, because yes, it's only 2 months, but 2 months has changed a lot. It's not just like a little bit. It's changed a heck of a lot, which I'm actually really surprised at. But it's been changed for the better, and obviously it kind of improved the way that I do things in the world, which is kind of the point of what I'm making here. But for all the support that you guys have given me over the past couple of months has been really helpful. Just so everyone knows, just so I'm not just like kind of making this for the sake of it, but I'm kind of doing it so that people actually get an enjoyment out of the videos. And my one issue with this small corridor, though, is that we've got here is these random, yeah, I might just consider doing something like that, kind of giving it a shape to the corners. And we're going to go in this, no, the other chest, this one right here. Let's steal one more of these. Let's see how this looks, because it looks very, very plain, and I really want to do something with these walls so they don't look plain. Maybe put an archway built into it one step back. Is it big enough for one? I think it is. Yeah, it's just perfectly big enough. And we have another pickaxe on us so we can break these. But I don't really want to keep placing these little arches everywhere in the corridors. Maybe do it in this mini section here, because it's kind of a linking area, which is kind of what we want for this place. And obviously, we want to kind of make it more than just, and as you can tell, more coal just appeared at the side of us. Absolutely more of it. And this is kind of, I'm kind of just going to do a bit more explaining now while I dig out this side wall here. Because I'm going to just kind of put these little bits in the sides here and explain what I'm going to be doing for the special. The special is going to be coming up very, very soon now, and I'm doing a little bit of a plan for that. Hopefully I can get something together, and we can maybe do something, maybe on a multiplayer server or something, or maybe I can just I'm obviously going to do a special video anyway, and maybe we'll do some special things in that one to do with maybe having a bit of fun in the world. Obviously not destroying it, because that'd be kind of pointless. Maybe we'll do a little bit of a revisit to the original LP, and we'll maybe do some fun stuff in that world. But I'm not sure. You'll have to let me guys know what you want me to do. Let's just place all this back again. And that's very, very dark. Right, so where is this actually going to be? So do. So that's going to be like that. And let's get that in the right place, like there. So that'll come over the top, and that will come there, like so. And that one will also go there like that. And that means we only need to get half slabs and place them across the floor. And we've actually done quite a lot today, which I'm surprised at, and I don't want them. I kind of want half slabs. Is 6 going to be enough? Yeah, 6 is loads. Because in fact we only needed 5, because I didn't count. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we're kind of doing a bit of a symmetrical pattern, keeping it the flow of everything in the same place. And it also gives us the chance to expand through these eventually. Maybe, probably not, but it kind of gives us that option at least, which is very useful. And I'm not too sure what to do with this side. Maybe I'll bring it across eventually, but for now I can't, because it's only 1 thick with this wall here. So actually, is it 1 thick? Is it? Yeah, it's 1 thick. The wall is only 1 thick, so we won't want to do anything with that just yet. And as you can tell, these look really, really nice, these supporting beams. I'm actually really surprised at how well these look connected together on the angles. But I'm going to have to raise the roof in here eventually, and we'll have to think about something for the ceiling or for the floor, whereby we can have lighting placed about. So it's not too much of an issue of seeing all these ugly torches everywhere. As you can see, the ceiling is meant to be dark, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 torches in this current distance that we can see round us. And this is going to be the start of the staircase down to the intersection. And obviously I'm going to fill this all in with grass. And that's going to be about it for this episode, guys. It's going to be a bit on the longer side, but that's a good thing, because I'm kind of doing a bit of talking to you about what's going to happen in the future, in a little bit of the near future. And obviously, let me think here. I'm going to do a lot towards helping out for kind of things, and I've been visiting the multiplayer Pocket Edition servers quite often, and I'll probably do some videos on the parkour servers, because they're actually really, really fun. I thought they'd be very boring originally, because I've been trying to get onto one where it's kind of an adventure survival server, but there isn't too many out there just at the moment, so we're just hanging on for that just at the minute. So I've been doing the parkour servers just a little bit on the Pocket Mine server bit of the multiplayer Pocket Edition section. They are very, very fun. Very, very fun. And there seems to be a lot of people on there. And if you want to participate in any of them, just go online. And if I'm there, I'll be there. If I'm not, I'm not. But I'm mainly on most of the parkour servers, because they're actually very challenging. And they kind of get you to learn your Minecraft controls and the way that you play the game differently. So, yeah, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Comment, like, rate and subscribe. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.